arrived, the factors that you considered before arriving at this tariff adjustment. For the benefit of my listeners, run us through it.
Okay, if I get you right, you said you wanted to know the factors that underpin the tariff that we came up with, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. There are basically about 3 factors that we considered in coming up with this tariff. One of them is the fuel price that we have. The fuel price, that's the weighted average cost of gas, has shot up by 6.9%. And then we have the exchange rate variation between what we used in January 2023 and what we are using in May 2023. And that variation is about 20.58%. And then we have what we call the under recovery. You know, the last time that we did a tariff, we applied only about 75% of the exchange rate. We did not pass through the full exchange rate effect. So there was a component of under recovery of 25%. And that 25% has to be recovered in a way. So we add that component of 25% under recovery. And if you put all this together, the combined effect is that the tariff has to be adjusted upwards marginally.
If you say marginal, 18.36 is not marginal, is it?
Well, it could have been much more than 18.36 if we were supposed to pass through the full effect. That's what I'm saying. We did not pass through the full effect. If we had to pass through the full effect of the adjustment, it would have been more than the 18.36%.
Okay, so help us appreciate it. What percentage increase would we have been looking at if we wanted to pass on the full effect of it?
If we wanted to pass through the full effect, we would have been looking at 27.5%.
27.5%?
Yes.
But in all this, you mentioned, the Forex, you mentioned fuel prices, you mentioned a few other things, in there. Did you also, in coming or arriving at the 18.36%, did you consider the economic hardships that Ghanaians are faced with right now? I was mentioning a while ago that there's been the introduction of some new taxes. All right. So, for example, we have the Excise Amendment Act 2023, the Income Tax Amendment Act 2023, and the Growth and Sustainability Levy Act 2023. So, people who are into the business sector, who are into production, they are saying that this is going to worsen their situation. Did you consider the economic situation that the ordinary Ghanaian is in?
Yes, the Commission considered all of that. The Commission considered the economic situation in the country and considered that factories have to run, but also looked at the fact that if this is not done, there's the likelihood that it will have a negative impact on consumers in terms of employment, have a negative impact of the factories or industries themselves because they might not get the power to generate or to produce their waste. And also the Commission took the fact that the economic situation on the ground is not too good, so we should not pay the full effect of the tariff, and that we should reduce it by 50%. So what we are paying now is about 50% of what we are supposed to be paying actually. So the Commission actually took all these factors into consideration before arriving at this particular rate.
Well, I have an economist on the phone line that I was engaging with before you joined us. He says it is harsh. He says he's even had to close down one of his factories or businesses